Got a goal and you just can't hit it? Well, Philip here and we'll help you get it. Learn the goal achievement success system here on Goal Getting Podcast and put some gas in your goals to power you to the finish line. Let's go, friends. Rev up your engines and let's take off for success. Hello, goal getters, and welcome back to Goal Getting Podcast. I am your host, Tony Woodall, and I am excited to be here today. It is springtime, one of my favorite times of the year, and I found this wonderful quote that I got together for another meeting that I was doing this past week, and it just really, that and the fact that baseball season started, and I'm not an avid baseball fan, but when you start baseball season, that to me is the start of springtime, and I want to thank you for being here to light up my life this spring. Today's quote is from Penelope Trunk. Spring is a time to find out where you are, who you are, and move toward where you are going. Thank you, Penelope. We appreciate that. Penelope Trunk, folks. Check her out. She's on Twitter at Penelope Trunk. You can check her out and get some of her great tweets that she does. But spring is a time to find out where you are, who you are, and move toward where you are going. And as I mentioned, it is my favorite time of the year. We are just coming out of a cold, dreary time in our life. That is, unless you live in a tropical climate, then spring may just be a little warmer than it was yesterday, weather-wise at least. But I often think of spring as when we need to reflect back on where we are, who we are, and where we want to be, just like this quote says. And that's why this quote hit home with me. Many do this reflection at the beginning of the calendar year. In December and January, we start working on our goals for the coming years, defining what we want to be and work on by the end of the year. Me, I like thinking of spring as the beginning of a new cycle of life. That's what nature does. The spring is the rebirth of the new life after the winter freezes. I find I can get a better feel for where I am in life and where I want to be when the spring comes. But that's just me. It's just the way I'm built, and I love the spring because it makes me start thinking about green. And of course, here in beautiful Northern California, it gets green in the wintertime and brown in the summertime. And, the spring is still green, so that's a good thing. But the actual green starts in the winter. So it's a little different than what I grew up with, but it doesn't really matter when you begin. The key is to begin, to start this process when it's best for you. Regardless of when you start, it's also a good time to check in periodically on where you are, who you are, and where you are going. If you started in December or January working on your goals, take some time now in the spring to see if the fruits of your labor are starting to spring up. Are you who you wanted to be at this time of year? Are you heading in the right direction to the destination you want to achieve? I've been working on one of my goals to become a professional speaker. I have achieved that goal in that I have presented and been paid to do a speech this year. I was honored to present at the International Facility Management Association San Francisco chapter's annual kickoff meeting. I presented my Surfing to Success in 2017 keynote address before a large crowd in January. Man, it was a great time with a fantastic group of facility management professionals. I was thrilled to be able to share my program about how to achieve success by using your passion for what you do or want to do to propel you to success and going out each day and catching your next big wave and being successful in the years to come. That's what surfers do, and that's why it's titled and about surfing and surfing out every single day. The surfers just have this passion about life, about their sport, about what they do. They just continue to go out day after day, time and time again, in one day, just trying to catch their big wave. And that's what you have to do take that passion that you have for whatever it is that you do. That passion can drive you to continue to be successful. And I'm continuing to build my speaking business, and I will graduate from the National Speakers Association of Northern California's Speakers Academy in May. I joined the National Speakers Association as well, and I'm continuing to learn more about the speaking business and marketing to grow my speaking business. So spring is sprung, as they say, and I'm looking at where I am now and who I am and where I want to go. How about you? Are you where you want to be? Are you who you are? Are you heading in the direction you need to go? Well, if you are, folks, share your successes you've had this spring. Go to my comments section and tell the goal getters what you're doing and the successes that you've had this spring. Where are you going the rest of the year? We want to hear from you. We want to find out what you're doing, what you're trying to do, where you're going, what you want to be, so that we can help you. It's great to have that accountability with your fellow like-minded individuals, and that's what we are here on Goal Getting Podcast. And if you're not, where you want to be, that's okay. Don't worry. Start now. It's spring. It's time for new growth. And I'm happy to help you with your planning of and execution of your goals. As I've always told you, I'm here for you. I want to help you be successful. We all sometimes need an accountability partner to keep us on track. And I offer personal and group coaching services to help you get the goals you set. Check out my Goal Getting coaching page at goalgettingpodcast.com/services. And I have a link for that on our show notes page to see the plans I offer and select the best one for you. I'd love to be able to help you and make sure that we strive together to achieve your goals. And if you'd like to book me for a speaking engagement, please check out the programs I offer on my speaking page at goalgettingpodcast.com/speaking. And again, I have a link for that on my show notes page as well at goalgettingpodcast.com. You can find that under this week's episode. Now you can see my speaker one sheet there as well. I have a program that I'm working on for personal branding for the real estate professional, as well as my Surfing to Success program. So you can find out what we talk about in the programs that I offer out there. So go out today and make it a great day. It's springtime. Let's enjoy the weather, and remember, spring is a time to find out where you are, who you are, and move toward where you are going. Thank you again, Penelope Trunk, for that great quote. Go out and make it a great day.